Greg Adams wanders in.
About to explode
and
like
he
me.
plops down in the chair and just goes.
I don't think I made that sound.
That's
was
exactly
close.
the sound you made.
Did I make that sound?
It was close.
Exactly the sound you made. And we hope it came from your mouth, but that's not the point. The point is this, and you said something very interesting a second ago. Well, two things I want you to address. One, and you put it up on Facebook last night. Quote yourself. What did you say? I've long been a defender of Shreveport.
Ever since I've been here, I've defended Shreveport. And last night, I started to question that position. My patience ran thin.
I assume because you were watching the city council meeting.
I was glued to it. It was difficult to do a 5 o'clock show. I almost ran best of just so I could keep watching it.
And the Cross Bayou vote.
Yes.
What about that meeting? Because I know you want to get this off your chest. Hence the tire deflating noise. What was it about that meeting last night that so frustrated you?
The concept and or attitude. I know attitude about things is the way that we're quoted. I don't know that we're setting things up this week. That's been the way that it was framed by council members. Is that the attitude about certain ideas, projects, opinions, stances? If you're not in favor of it, then you're automatically labeled with something. And the idea that you could have a bad plan, but because it's your plan, it has to be the best plan, and your argument is, well, it's my plan, and other people have been allowed to have bad plans before, so now it's my turn to have a bad plan. That's not a good concept in any...
It's not a good plan.
It's not a good plan. And the lack of decorum that...
Thank you.
People showed yesterday on did they know that they were actually like being recorded? Did they know they were being broadcast?
Of course.
Did they know that they were actually being viewed? Because
Who are we talking about?
About 40 to 50% of the people who took a microphone.
Now,
Over and over again.
You came in and you sat down, and the second thing you said after you sighed was, and I assume you're in reference to the Gateway Louisiana, formerly Gateway Development Consortium, folks.
Did they change their name?
Yes, Louisiana LLC now.
Gateway never going to get money from Shreveport.
This is what I want you to talk about. You sat down, you went, you made your little cartoon noise, and then you said, who are these people? They don't even deserve a platform anymore. Why do you think that?
Well, originally, if you come with an idea of this magnitude and you have something that can back it up on a city or municipal scale, then you get a platform because you've got a gigantic idea. Okay, you say we have $1 billion development idea. Okay, hold on, we got to listen to this. But then you listen to it and you realize there's no substance, there's no plan, there's no real concept behind it.
It's a colander.
Let's get some cash and then figure it out. Let's get a bunch of money and then we'll figure it out. That you can get the platform when you say we have $1 billion idea. But then the minute that you're exposed and the curtain is pulled back and the wizard is revealed, the bottom has dropped out. You have no leg to stand on until you come back with it. Now we know who you are. Now we know what you are. So now when you come back a second time, because they will, you're going to now have to prove that you can do whatever it is that you say you can do before we even provide you an audience. At this point, you've gone back to, I mean, if there's a guy out in the parking lot of Walmart who goes, I got an idea to fix the city, why does he get a platform? So this guy is basically standing in the parking lot of Walmart screaming, I've got an idea for $1 billion plan. But you don't have a plan. We should be groveling back to the Benson family right now. We should be groveling to corporate realty and say, hey, that idea that you had for the sports arena, can you please bring that back? We won't argue about basketball anymore.
The interesting thing to me in all of this, especially pertaining to the Willie Bradford vote, the passionate plea that this pass, he voted against Ollie's plan. He voted against going back to the latter days of the Tyler administration, when Miss Ollie came to the table with another group for a markedly smaller plan.
That had a plan, that had an engine to the plan, that actually had a concept that this is void of.
And the Pelicans were looking for a place.
They were
looking for a city.
They were fully backing it.
Yes.
So you had a centerpiece, and that's what's missing from this one. The original Benson family plan had a centerpiece that said, look, we're going to build a multi-sports arena. We're going to host a team there. We're also going to host AAU tournaments and volleyball tournaments, which bring in the parents, which will fill the retail and food when these events are happening, and they will use the hotels that we're going to build, and then people can live there as well. This plan has no engine.
But Bradford, as I recall, was against the Tyler plan. Are you ready at this point? Based on what you said the last 3 or 4 minutes, are you ready to put up a Facebook meme with a photo of Ollie Tyler that says "Miss me yet"?
Well, now here's out of everything that we've talked about for the last couple of weeks, there's one name that has really been safe in this whole thing, and it's been Adrian.
Oh, he hadn't said a thing.
Adrian hasn't said a word. Adrian Perkins has avoided this thing like the coronavirus. He is trying to not touch this with a 10-foot pole.
He knew it wouldn't pass.
Well, I want to believe that Adrian is smart enough to look at this plan and see that it's void of an engine, that it's void of substance.
I hope so.
That there isn't anything to it, that it's just a generic money grab.
It's cotton candy.
So does this get back on the agenda? Larry English has told a lot of media folks he won't come on the air this morning with us, though, because he wants to debate Miss Fuller.
We'll talk about that in a couple of seconds.
And she refuses. She says, I'm not giving him that platform. But does he bring it back? He tells everybody it's coming back. I'm coming back.
Great. Now, but if you come back with it, you better have more. You better, and that doesn't mean more as like, oh, now it's a $2 billion plan.
What's more to you? Is it a signed deal from the state? Is it a...
No, it's because even a state building, that's not an engine. It's not a growth engine. Mm-hmm. It's not going to do anything.
It's moving jobs.
Yeah, you're basically moving them from one side to the other so somebody can make some construction money.
And leaving a big empty building.
It doesn't do anything for us. Building a new sports arena that we are missing in this town, that we don't have a place that you can host an AAU basketball tournament and bring 500 people in for the weekend. You don't have that right now. You have high school gyms.
So he needs somebody to sign a document saying, I'm going to build a sports arena? Would that do it for you?
No, because now you've also built a hole. You're working in negatives now. You have to dig yourself back up to level playing field first. So he would have to go get the Benson family, but then at that point, it eliminates him from being necessary. Like he's playing the role of the Benson family in the first development idea.
Without $1 billion.
Without a brand. He's not bringing anything to the table. His idea that he's bringing to the table is, let me and my boys make some money, and then you guys can deal with whatever we build. Well, John Perkins yesterday said it great. They're promising to build all the things we never wanted, and that's basically the concept. Is we're gonna build a whole bunch of buildings, and then you guys figure out how to use them.